shooting up a strip club, I knew I was watching the abrupt end of a screenwriter ever working again. You see, Elliot dreams of being a screenwriter, and his buddy Paul wants to be an actor. Unfortunately, the two show the social grace and unbridled insanity of whoever thought this movie would actually be a good idea. I think it's supposed to be a commentary on modern society and commercialism. Unfortunately, it attempts this by endlessly reveling in the foul side of 21st century pop culture, resulting in something so distasteful and vile that I feel like a chemical shower after watching it. Just to name a few, we have scenes of humiliation, rear cracks, and exploitation. It's just, ugh. The two go about continually failing in their job attempts, leading to numerous desperate-feeling gross-out scenes.
A handful, at most. Not many. Preferably strangers.
Jeez. Really? I guess this could be called a powerful message about the warping of the public consciousness in their desire to mindlessly work to be publicly visible, even at the loss of their humanity? No, it's just stupid. So they try to sum up the urge to murder people, but can't murder people and instead become famous through being witnesses to a murder, and I'm sorry, are you done too? Yeah, let's move on. Nerdland is a supreme waste of your time and attention.
That's just... oh god, it's awful.
And the fifth worst adult animated movie is The Trouble with Turtle, the American version. Okay, to start with, the Danish version is much better, but the American translation?
What are you doing? Cry, baby. Uncle Stuart cannot leave frozen.
Well, it sounds like the voice actors just made up their lines as they went along, throwing in a swear word every 4 seconds just to be sure they're being edgy, resulting in something as rancid as 9-month-old Danish cheese churned through a sewer pipe on taco night.
Ouch! Get the black ass out of my house.
Some audiences seem to like this one, but as for me, I agree with the other critics in calling this American version trash. To me, Turtle just seems to assume it can shove a bunch of crude, violent, paper-thin jokes in your face and just see what sticks. Unfortunately, nothing sticks at all. So obviously we get plenty of shock scenes. I think they're meant to be shock humor, but humor is far too generous a word for anything in Turtle. I mean, obviously, the animation's also gonna look plastic and horrible. Their eyes look like ping-pong balls, and frankly, these characters make Fanboy and Chum Chum actually look handsome. But what's amazing is, even the trailer feels like it was thrown together in 10 minutes.
Indie Pictures presents the cutest family film of the year.
Yeah, whatever.
The lip syncing is garbage.
That door's a Turtle getting it on. No!
The volume is up and down like a jackrabbit. The voice takes are obnoxious. It's just, what audience do they expect this to appeal to? The wild pygmy marmoset chimpanzee demographic? The most fascinating thing about this movie is just how many categories this thing fits into. Get this, it's an adult animated musical, dark, parody, comedy, horror film. Try saying that 5 times fast. So what is this ugly art house animation about? Turtle's a criminally insane 6th grader who's picked on at school, and slightly psychopathic, and finally gets some validation by picking on his best friend's sister. And this makes her decide to jump out a window. Turtle apparently becomes more popular for this? Yeah, I'm sorry, this one's pretty tasteless to me too. And the story's tedious, with no real humor or cultural commentary to justify the offense. And it's not like the offense is any great challenge to my worldview. It's just rotten human beings that are played for laughs. Your DVD is much better dismembered with a sledgehammer and sent to your local garbage dump, and then incinerated. Number 4. Heavy Metal 2000. This one's generic, silly, and pretty teen-pandering, but sadly, not even hilariously bad. Like, it's just more a sad, lazy recreation of the original than anything with actual substance.
Was it good for you?
The problem is that many of these action cliches are literally decades old at this point, since the original Heavy Metal it was based off was made in 1981, and it lacks any of the finesse or tenderness of the